These guys were the ones from yesterday, if anybody saw the reading before this one, that told me not to touch them. But they feel like they want to be touched. They do. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Okay, we're not going to look at the bottom in this split yet. I'm going to wait. But I am going to show you this. I mean, I keep hearing, hark the herald angels sing and hear ye, hear ye. Hear ye, hark the herald angels sing. What's your posture like? Delicacy. There's like, what's coming through, the information is like floating by in like words. Fine-tuning, receiving, doing those last minute, like you're about to go on stage, right? And it's those last, or like it's about to take off a plane. And so it's that last check-in right before the thing is happening. You can't stop the thing from happening. It is happening. Sorry. It's happening. And you have, this is your last whatever right before it happens. When you see this reading, it is going to come. Is that a spider? Oh, interesting. Teeny tiny spiders scurrying across the table. It's going to happen very shortly after you come across this reading. Let me know in the comments if you remember. I mean, I get whatever. Okay. Do we want to look at the split and the bottom now? Yes. The split. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So this is connected to whatever this last minute fine-tuning is. Yeah? Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. Both of these images have two figures, and I think they're both self in both. Do you know what I mean? And the other one is the integrated, aligned one, but one with everything. One human body, but all of everything. Let's just look at the energy of these three next to each other. Get ready, people. It's about to happen for you in a big way. Let's put them this way. The one that came out, the bottom, no. The split, the bottom. Really go this way. Look at that. I'm glad I just took the time to do that way. Wow, I'm seeing all of this energy, the flow of energy. And what changes from each picture and what evolves, right? It's showing your process, your literal process. But look how it's blue dominant here, which is emotions. It's also your throat chakra. And then it gets integrated and it gets balanced out. But it's kind of like what's informing everything, but what you're in is this pink, orange, like salmon-y, pink, orange, yellow, red. Which is like movement. Preserving. It's like those wheels on like those mills, and it has water and it has to keep going. It's like that, getting everything in the flow. And that requires equal amounts of mental acuity and physical movement. Okay, so let's see what they say, what the book says. Or do I want to pull tarot? I probably am going to do both. I'm just trying to decide. Ooh, I didn't do my yoga this morning. It's still morning. Okay, I might burp, and if I do, yay for me, because I have a whole lot of gut issues, and burping is a really good thing if it can happen for me. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing tarot. Is these guys in the window? Oh no, they're right here. Oh, there's so many yelling right now. So I'll show you who's yelling. The Lightseers. Mystical moments. Wasn't there another one? Oh, Bonnie again. Ex-Anima. Major Arcana only. Okay. I'm just the universe's bitch. Oh, Temperance. Interesting. I was pulling for the mirror, who or what is triggering you. So it's tied into faith. It's tied into developing and deepening your faith. Faith needs a sort. It needs a source of attention, a source of direct, what do you call that? Faith has an origin point. It's not just something you're like, you ask for or hope for, but part of you doubts it's real because you haven't assigned it to anything. You're just like, it's like out there somewhere. If someone hears it, there is an origin point. You need to find your origin point of faith, of the source of faith. That needs to be more clear for you and to be stronger. It needs to be fortified right now. That's that taking that, the fine tuning. It's connected to past behaviors too that don't serve you anymore. And the awareness you have of why they don't serve you and the continuing forward. Like that information contributed to a seed that has been planted and you've been watering. You feel me? That's alchemy and integration. That's an example of it. So let's see what else. This is the bottom. Is the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands is on the split. The Ace of Pentacles came up yesterday too. The Knight of Pentacles is underneath it. And the Ace of Wands, that also came up yesterday. I would watch the reading before this one. And if that resonates, then go back and watch the one before that, or just go back to the beginning of this cycle of readings. You'll be able to tell because they're all pretty close. They're not more than probably 30 days away from each other. You know what I mean? You'll be able to tell visually when you go through, I think. Yes, because this is a continuing story. This is different though. It's a continuing story that has an upward trajectory. You feel me? It's pretty cool. Okay, so faith is so integral for you right now. It is the thing you need to water right now when you see this. That is the wheat, the fiber. That is the foundational fiber, like the strongest one that is going to support and hold all the rest of them. You've jumped a timeline. There's timeline jumping. You have jumped it, and I feel like there's another, you're about to go deeper in on that. There's about to be a shift again, and it's an expansion. I just don't know exactly how, but the importance of letting go and letting God, having faith in whatever is your origin point of it, that you don't need to spend your resources and abilities or whatever trying to think about things or worry about things or control things. You know you don't need to do any of that. Literally all you do when you do that is hurt yourself. You just you chisel little pieces of your energy field away. But you can get them back. Sit and see what they look like. Meditate. Just have that idea. Give yourself whatever you need and have that idea of what does my energy field look like? I'm looking for the kinks. And don't just like then go and put the focus there on that, and it'll come in. And you'll be able to see the difference. And probably one will be dimmer or darker. It will be all, it'll stand out. So whatever the strongest one is, which probably is the most dominant, you'll be able to tell. You breathe, you picture that, you see that, and when you inhale, you refill one of the darker spots, and when you exhale, the stronger, powerful, solid color, not dark energy expands into it. I don't know if that's clear or not, but that's just an example. Take that and see how that can apply to you as a tool to try to keep yourself in alignment and keep yourself in the flow and keep yourself checked in a measured way. That's what is really important. There's like all of this inspiration and drive and attraction on all involved, all components involved on this, but there's like a tempering, literally, because temperance came out, right? Of it, because it needs to be hand in hand with stability. They have to be at equal amounts, so one isn't more likely, because the This one, the creative inspiration, it is always fluid. It's fire. This one is earth. So this one always has to be able to, if needed, step in when needed and cauterize it. You feel me? And you're there. You're actually there. It's not that you're close. You're there. So this is just those teeny little, let me do one last check. Okay, the little, it's, you know, it's like little bits of shifting. So you need to be able to be in a specific state of being for that to happen. Whatever your alignment is, whatever your receiving state is. It could be that you're so exhausted that right now it's sleep. And so that would be dreams. It could be meditation. It could be dancing. Do you know what I mean? It could be literally anything. So let it apply to you. If the core theme I'm saying resonates, then put a broad umbrella out from that and see how it fits for you. I have like poison ivy or something. It's itchy. Okay. So something is being triggered in you about timing, about the timing of something. This is a test of your commitment, to self. It's a test of commitment at all. Like strength is, the strength card is a test of will and discipline. And fairness. Seeing clearly. Temperance is a test of control. It's that part of your ego. Look at the things that if that's not hitting home for you, sit and meditate or whatever on how is control connected in for you. What are you missing? Things that behaviors you participate in that are really at the base control. Because when you've been doing something for a very long time, and if it was developed very early on in developmental stages of your brain, you really might not know. You have to have something else introduced to like spark it, how deep it goes. You know what I mean? And when you figure that out, then you figure out, well, what are you controlling yourself from? It's feeling something. Okay, and when you're ready, what is the origin? What is the source of the pain of where that came from, that now when I felt that, I compensated for it. I was unsafe and I didn't have the facilities or faculties or whatever. To process it. And so your body and your spirit did what they had to do to keep you in survival mode and protected. And part of that, keeping that in, is you had to take some of your actual attention and keep it focused on that at all times on different levels, even from infancy to whenever it started. Do you know what I mean? It was an energetic imprint started a long time ago. I'm not sure why I got all the way here. Hold on. I can't even remember what I said temperance was a test of. This is real. Like, it moves. I'm going to just move on and hope that I didn't fuck you guys all over. Just tell me in the comments. I would love feedback in the comments if it's difficult for you guys to follow along, or if you have a way of learning that is different than the way I present sharing info, and have a suggestion on a way that you, if you see a way I could grow mine or expand it so I could include you more or whatever. You feel me? Okay, I'm gonna drink water. Okay, I don't know. I'm thinking about like how it's connected. What are you trying to control? Why is that the thing that is you're being triggered by right now? Let's read in the book. Work here. Oh. Wait, is this the wrong one? No, this is the right one, right? Oh, they're in different categories. I hate that shit when it's not clearly obvious. Who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that they are triggering? What part of you longs to be witnessed? That makes sense, because it feels like there's like an attachment to, there's some kind of hesitation on going forward fully alone. There's some kind of still distortion there. And that could be self-doubt in your ability to do it, or sadness because you always pictured it a certain way and it isn't. And that could be including people and not. I don't know. I'm going to keep moving. Things are waving around inside my body. Let's just see. All right, I guess I'm gonna, I don't really, hold on, I'm not sure. This doesn't make, hold on. It's, I apologize for how long that just took, but it's written, I'm just gonna keep moving. It's tied, whatever this little fine tuning is your self-worth, and it's in the way of your self-view, your view of yourself. So all of the things that have contributed to that and then you and what you're contributing to it. There's just, that's where the attention needs to be put right now, just to go in and sit with the colors of the false belief. Look for a false belief in your energy field. Just sit and just say, you know, whatever you're praying to, or please show me any false beliefs I carry in any field. May they be visible. May I understand them, you know, whatever your words are. I'm bad at it because I always like think of a more clear way to say it. And I feel like when you do these things, you have to be as intentional as possible, like, as, you know, and cover. There can't be room for interpretation. There cannot, because you are literally putting out a specific frequency. So you want to be clear about what the message is across all of them, because that's what it'll plug into and that's what it'll open up for. You know what I mean? I have Salt in the Wound by Boy Genius in my head. Maybe look the lyrics up. Okay. Okay. What energy please allow us, the viewers, all of those who this message is for, whenever they find it, to see the energy, the highest, the energy that that exists for us in our, to embody. What would that look like? To get the energy that will embody us to expand further. You feel me? I don't know how to. Okay, we're gonna look at those and then we're gonna do them. This is the split. I'm trying to keep them in the order they were. And this is the bottom. The sun and the world. It's a clean break. It's not carrying anything low forward. Any of the pain that you have been healing and addressing, it is finally letting all of it go. There's no more sadness. There's no more resentment. So we're going to say that's what you're letting go of. Anything still low vibrational. Anything that keeps you out of being present, which would be resentment, grief, sorrow. We're not talking about sadness. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about more when it's in a excessive amount, and that becomes causes an imbalance and is draining. You feel me? Okay, let's see what came out, because this is the one that came out. The Chariot. We have the Eight of Wands over here and the Chariot. That is the fine fine-tuning, it's mastering it, and I keep hearing, it's acceptance. As soon as you accept all that is, and that includes the truth of the pain that you've been carrying, and the truth of who you are truly, who you are, not who you are informed by your pain, but who you are. It's bringing your light and your dark together. It's a group hug with your shadow self. It's a group hug with you, your shadow self, and your highest vibrational self. All of you working together. This is conquering the mental toll, the way it manifests and shows up in your life mentally, and your thinking, and then how your traumas have informed all of the aspects of you. This is getting it together, and not that the fear is gone. When all of that is gone, everything is immediately lighter, and you're energized. You're able to receive high-powered things, currents. And you stay in the flow of it. Let's see what this little stack is. The Emperor, Judgment, Strength, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's stepping into your truest, authentic self. It's seeing all the parties involved as their selves and reality, the truth. For you, it's seeing others as their truth, the truth of them. For you, of yourself. Oh, I just lost where that was going. I hope I made that clear because it went away. I always ask for clarity and concise. Some days it's just like this. I know it was about your authentic self. Hold on, I'm going to look back at it. Okay, it's about making yourself real and making their self, themself real. Because the idea you have of them, the lens you're viewing them through, was more their spirit, their truest self, but their reality was something different, and it hurt you. And yours is the same on yourself. What was informing you, though, was the opposite, was a false belief of yourself, falsely led by people in the past and then upheld by this person. I lost it again. Why is it? Okay, I'm just going to go forward then. I'm not getting stuck back in there. Okay. It's freeing yourself. It's realizing that at this point in your life, the chain that is binding you isn't connected to anything. And that even if it has the most heavy lock on there, you don't even need a key. You are the key to opening it. You can just open it. It's not as simple. It's not easy to do it, but it's a simple thing. It takes all the faith to move forward with that crystal clear view that you are worthy and you are enough, and you don't even have to think about those things, because now you know them and you deserve this. You're not even any of those, even though those are all true, but that's not where you are right now. It's a yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Yes. You are that. You are everything. And it doesn't mean you're conceited or delusional or narcissistic or disordered in any way because you believe in it. It literally doesn't. And you know it. You do know it. It's just that final, like, your first performance in the stadium or something, and you're like, oh shit. And you've done it and you know what you're doing and you know this, right? You know you can do it, but you're like, oh shit. And then whoever, your rock is right next to you, or you hear it and they say, you got this. And you're like, yes. And you do it. That's where you are right now. So this reading is your rock saying, yes, you got this. Do it. Go, 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 go. Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. There's a reading specifically called that. You can go back and just watch that one. It's really just allowing everything in the past to stay in the past. Disappointment. Disappointment equals attachment. And you don't want to be attached to anything. You want to be in the flow and in harmony with things. In connection. Harmonious connection. How do you want the connection, right? Let's read the transformation one, since that's the one that, like, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know which section that one is in. Oh, it's an activation one. So I'm going to hold it up and I'm going to read it, and then you guys can do whatever you want to do. Repeat it while you're looking at it. You're meant to hold it on your heart chakra. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. Things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. That's temperance and strength. It's that test of will and control, right? Letting go and discipline and strength to yourself. It's kindness to yourself. Strength is like the test of being kind to yourself. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find new ways to self-soothe. So the thing, yeah, the behaviors you did and you used in the past to help you cope, but they didn't help you cope, they just helped you survive. And then it became you being your own jailer and prisoner at some point, but you didn't fully realize that. What? Yes, those need to be replaced. I don't know. I'm really just a vessel, I think, right now. It's just coming through. And so I'm an empress, and I require an emperor energy to come in sometimes and prune or just reinforce the path. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm constantly flowing. Saturn and the Black Madonna are the African goddess Ocean, and the African goddess Ocean influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside. The truth represents the truth that has been hidden. Because the truth is that the light is so bright that others were terrified of it and uncomfortable by it because they're not comfortable with themselves. Their knowing of themselves is lacking. Ocean represents the tender love of the original mother. A rethreading is happening. Ooh, I like that. Healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime or getting energetic healing support. Yeah, so that goes with the self-soothing behaviors. You might have to make some changes depending on what those things you were doing before that weren't really helping you. You know what I mean? You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. Yeah. Have a support system, a therapist, really, for real. And then someone else outside of you that you can talk to about, but not a friend who acts like a therapist. That's an imbalance of power, and it's a succubus situation. You are deeply loved. It's really about allowing yourself. So I want to pull like an oracle card that can help you take another step toward that right now. And I don't think it's any of these. Hold on a second. My leg is asleep. My leg's asleep. Ooh. What do we got? Okay. I don't know. The sacred self-care. Should we go for? I keep looking at this one. There's quite a few. 4. Prairie Majesty, Sacred Self-Care, Healing Grief, and Chakra Love. And this one is the one yelling the loudest. We're going to start here. I don't know if I've ever used these in a reading for y'all. I've used them for myself. We're looking for guidance. How to find peace. Wait, what? Oh, this shouldn't even be in there. Okay, it's instructions. Think about how the card may apply throughout your day. Like throughout your day or evening, think about how this will apply. Spend a few minutes thinking about the card saying at first, then a few more minutes searching your feelings for a connection to it. If it resonates deeply, just feel it. If it doesn't, be open to surprises as you ponder it or think how it might work for another. Later, circle back to see if it resonates with you after all. Since everyone's grief is different, let go of the expectation that each card should ring true with you. It says take a break, take some time off and away from thinking about it, and then revisit and see if there's anything else to learn about that, whatever that is, the specific. Okay, let's move it. But you take and you take like silks of my sleeve, tight corner to corner, never ending. That's Salt in the Wound, Boy Genius. It's coming up again. Trick after trick, I make the magic while you unrelentingly ask for the secret. I skipped a part, but it's resonating for somebody. Okay. Healing. When your loved one dies, a part of you died with them, and a part of them lives on in you. That could be exactly what that sounds like. It could be abandonment wounds too. It could relate to betrayal, regret, abandonment ideas. It's definitely pointing to feeling like you're lacking because you missed something. You were robbed. You didn't have a chance with something. And it's confusing the person with the power that they were. That energy exists independent of that person. That person was just a vessel. You can also be the vessel for that same energy from source. Other humans come in and they contribute to your field, but they shouldn't be filling it. What should happen ideally is that you are maintaining yours and they are maintaining theirs, and then you, by coming together, you make a new song together, but it doesn't take away from either one of you. Participating and engaging in it both grows both of you, like breathing, being out in the sun every day. Do you feel me? It's reciprocal. Grief must be witnessed. We all want our life, death, and grief witnessed. So that's sharing, expressing. It's expressing in whatever ways really need to be carried through so that you can be your highest self and let that go. Because the universe is pushing you right now. You are meant for great things. And you are the last little thing that's keeping you from everything. It's right all there, remember, like the Chariot and the Eight of Wands and yesterday's reading. Forgiveness is not an action or attitude, it's a process. Be willing to forgive. It takes time. Forgiveness is letting go. It's so painful that without forgiveness, it anchors you. You don't have any possibility of fully getting away from it. I don't know if any is too blanket of a statement, but okay, chakra. So those are specific areas for people that you can let me know, because it's helpful for me if all three of them resonated with you, if none of them did, if one or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Love, heart chakra, rhodonite. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Rhodonite is also about forgiveness, I think. You should look that up. And if it is, boom, and that resonates with you, go get some. Love is a verb. It's a state of being. You choose it. Same with truth. Same with happiness. It's a frequency. It's a station on a radio. You tune in or you don't. And whether you believe it or not, it does work like that. Rhodonite, Rhodonite. Love yourself. Show love. Show love. Show love. Root chakra, foundation. Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon. Hematite. Hematite and rhodonite. So what do the visuals do for you? Root chakra, heart chakra. Let's see if these guys want to be used. I'm on the fence. Prairie Majesty. It's a cute deck. Okay, hold on. The Sacred Self-Care. Use your hands. So interesting, because hands in different ways have come up as a theme for me today. But not in this way yet. Number 53, use your hands. So it's about the processing of energy, but it's about the literal, it's letting go, but what is the word I'm looking for? Output. It's depositing it somewhere. It's expelling it, but that none of those are the right words, because it's a healthy thing. Like, you work it off. What am I trying to say, right? But you have to release it and then deposit it somewhere. Those are the two steps that are required in this, using your hands. Spend time with animals and movement. We're going to read, use your hands. There's so much stuff on my table. It's crazy. I create magic with my hands is the mantra. There's a journal prompt. When is the last time you crafted something with your hands, and how did it make you feel? Reconnect with the magic that comes from creating with your hands. What do you feel called to make or fix? Engage in something that piques your curiosity and reminds you how empowering it can be to create your reality with your own two hands. It's like visual proof of your existence and your existence and your worth almost. I'm hearing like when you're a child and you aren't yet walking, and then you've been watching and observing and working on it, and then you start. It's like that. What? I don't know where I was going. Sorry. Saying examples. Do DIY. Repaint old furniture. Is there something around the house that's broken and needs an easy fix? You could do on your own or with just a little help. It's proof. It's for you, it's proof of your existence for yourself. It's important for you. It's important for your sanity and for your fluidity and for your alignment that you show yourself every single day in some way. There is proof by something you have participated in that you at your core and the first inkling of you are worthy and of being in existence. It will be something that always makes you feel good. Always. By participating in it and engaging in it and moving. Making something, whatever way it shows up. I hope that's clear. It's saying that it helps with fuel your confidence. That's a good way to look at all of this. All of this is fueling your confidence, and all of the ways that shows up by self-care and by catching your thoughts and, using your hands. This is me using my hands. You know what I mean? Brushing my teeth, literally. Something that you do every day because you are worthy of love and life. Brushing your teeth. Whatever. You know what I mean? If you guys want to share what your thing is for you, I would love to hear it in the comments. No worries either way. I'm feeling it moving out, but I'm also hearing, let me look at the prairie, guys. The prairie box says, listen to hear. I don't know. I don't think it's, let's see. It's, what am I opening into? Emerge. Eastern tiger, swallowtail. I don't think this is it though. Nest. Would more tenderness help? Deer mouse. Okay, I get it. These are the things you guys need to hear, little prompts. Okay, that one I kind of threw, but that's how it worked. Climb, how can I go higher? Bobcat. And defend, am I fully claiming my authority? Authentic self, Badger. Let's see what guide came out. Honeybee, what is mine to share? Sweeten. That's so cute. Oh boy, I don't like when they're not in order. It really is. It's about refueling your confidence and how it's tied into your faith, your source of faith, right? Honeybee is a giver. Like a needle pulling thread, she buzzes from flower to flower, sewing tiny perfect stitches in the fabric of life. Her gathering of pollen and nectar ensures food for many, including us. With other workers, she also produces an astounding amount of honey, more than the hive needs. Rich, that's the abundance, that's the overflow that happens with when you refill your energetic boundary, then you preserve it. And that doesn't mean it stops and it's stagnant. It means it's that wheel on the mill with the water, right? It's in motion. Well, it's in motion, it's creating. So it's not only sustaining, now there's more and more as it continues to do that. That's your abundance and that's your overflow. That's what this is talking about. Stepping into honeybee energy offers more possibilities than hexagons and honeycomb. Depending on today's circumstances, the influence of her generous spirit may express differently. At one end of the spectrum, your cup may be overfull in a material or metaphysical sense. No need to overthink the release of your honeyed surplus. The spillover will happen organically at this vibration if you choose it. So maybe some of you are concerned about your ability to be heard again or to discern. You don't have to worry about that. That's an external thing that you can't control. What you can control is you. And as long as you are steady, 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 you are more likely to pick up on anything out of alignment quicker and be able to handle it. So that won't happen. You feel me? It's really having faith, like you've done all the work and you have done the healing, and now it's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. Fly with honeybees, spreading gladness in the ways that come naturally to you. At the other extreme, you might feel emptiness, despair. When the sweetness of life feels like a trick, being told to share it can feel like censure. But that is not the honeybee's way. Listen for her hum as she keeps you company in the dark. Ask her to help you see the threads connecting all of us to life and to each other. Feel the golden strands inside you, filaments of faith and abundance twisted together in ready supply. Your umbilical cord to the Great Mother is always intact, even when you can't see it. With each rebirth from the void, you have greater capacity to share this certainty. You are allowed to take up space, and you are created to take up space. And you are wonderful and enough. Always, always. Exactly how you are. All right, friends. I will see you when the next one comes through. Ciao, ciao.